All right, Justin. Here we are looking at your swing. Recorded you on the tee as well. Kind of the same things you're doing on the tee, you're doing in the live pitching. So we're just going to look at the live here, and then we'll bring in a Major League Baseball player and kind of show you, what their Major League players are doing in order to get those good, powerful hits, and some of the things that you can do to improve your swing here. One of the things we're trying to do is you want to try and get your weight shifted forward and then rotate about the axis, which is what you are doing here in the stride. Okay, and you're doing a good job, although right here where the belly button is, just a little bit weight back, but you're doing a pretty good job rotating around there. You're not coming forward anymore once you make that plant, okay? Once you've made that plant, rotating around, okay? And that's a good start on that, okay? And there's a couple of things here, though, that are causing your swing to be not as powerful as it could be. And it's going to start right back here at the... your stance looks good, okay? There's a lot of guys, you can do whatever you want in the stance, whether you have a short stance, long stance, you stride to a wider stance. A lot of that is all part of personal preference. It's when you get to heel plant where you got to try and become more solid on the fundamentals of the rotational swing in order to provide the power. What's happening here is I like the fact that your hands are back and you're winding up to transfer that. Only problem is that by dropping them down low like this and by having your arm straighten out, basically, it's almost kind of like a golf swing where you got the arm straight like that. The problem is that lengthens your swing. And you can see your bat is away from your shoulder, and you're starting to swing the bat before you even get the rotation in. And that creates a very long swing because of the length of the axis. That it's like a figure skater. You've got your arms out as opposed to staying in tight to the ball, and that causes you to rotate slowly and with not as much power as you would. Okay? So what I'd like to see is that your hands stay more up here and more in tight, and with a bent arm, this front arm bent, and bring your hands up into this area. I like the angle of your bat. You keep that bat up here. Okay? And as we come into it, the other thing is planting. Once you've planted, try and straighten this leg out earlier. Okay, instead of the bend that you got, try and straighten it out earlier. That provides that bracing action for you and allows you to transfer the energy into the hands. Your knees you can't really see it in your pants here, but I can see it's still bent. It doesn't straighten until right there after you've already hit the ball. After you've hit the ball is too late for that. Okay, and you can see the long swing here allows you to not really put enough power onto the ball. Your arms are already extended, so there's no power being put to the ball. And then you can see the follow through here. Okay, we're going to bring in Robinson Canoe here, and we're going to kind of compare and contrast some of the stuff with his swing. Okay. Now, I've got you both locked up at stance. Okay? You see, a lot of these guys will have their hands up and keeping that good bat angle, which you do once we get to the load position. Notice where his hands are, up near his armpit. Okay? You can look at a lot of different players. I just picked up Robinson Canoe just to give a different perspective, but You look at any of the great hitters, Bryce Harper, Jason Hayward, any of the big power. You want to get some power. You got to have these hands up near your armpit instead of down below. You're not transferring enough energy having them down low like that. Okay. Once we go to touch, now I'm going to go this way a little bit on this and get them back in here. Okay. Going to touch. The other thing I noticed is that you are touching first on the back of your heel first, which means you're not loaded up into getting your weight up in the front. You notice how Robinson's kind of up over his knees and he's up on his toes. You see a lot of that, guys are touching with their toe first before planting. Yours is you're touching with your heel first and then landing the toe. So heel, then the toe, then the plant. Okay? We get to plant. Notice where his bat is. Notice the angle of his arm. See the bend in his arm here. That keeps his hands in tight. When his hands are in tight, he's like a ballerina or a figure skater who's doing a spin. They're able to spin a lot quicker. Okay? Able to spin a lot quicker when he keeps his hands in tight like that. See his elbow here? And he's able to come to the ball like that and put pressure or put force on the ball here and extend his arms through the point of contact. Okay? Whereas we look over here at yours, you're coming through, hands are dropping down, and the arm's extended, and so there's not as much power. And then when you go to the ball, there's no extension being made on the ball right there. Okay? What you're trying to do is end up being at the point of contact here. Notice where his bat is, still up against his shoulder. His hips have come through, okay, and as he's rotating through, now at the point of contact, now he's taking the bat out and he's extending through the point of contact to the power V position right there. Okay, power V position, that's the point of contact. Notice his nice straight front leg all the way up through here, straight arms, hands up and down, okay, as he's coming through, and that's how he gets power on the ball. That's the things I'd like to see you work on: a bigger stance, keeping the hands up, and then extending through the ball.